third race Friday at Churchill Downs is one where I don't think we need to go too deep, and we could be looking at a potential logical favorite in here. Now, I have the 8 as our early horse, and the reason why is from the line 2 races back. 22 and 3/5 seconds to the first call, 45 and 2/5 to the second call, and you see in there second by head, first by head, in the stretch call before fading to third. That was at 7 furlongs. Last time out, you see again, took the lead early, faded to third. That was in a mile. We're only going 6 furlongs today, so the speed and cutback is going to be very dangerous in here, and especially considering he controls the second call in this race and is battle tested, as we see 2 races back. As I said, challenged by a head, so he's fending off pressure at that call. Working from the bottom up, we can quickly eliminate the 7 who has no form, the 5 who comes in with no form, the 4 who also has no form, and then lastly the 2 showed an okay race early last time out, finishing 4th, off by 3 3/4 length in the finish, but in all reality doesn't stand a chance sprinting in here because we're going to see faster fractions than 46 and 1/5 seconds today. Now, where I think this race gets interesting is the 1 horse, because at 3-1, I think he is a severe underlay in this spot, considering we haven't seen him win in his last 10 races. Sure, the pace lines are good, and he's facing fast fractions, but he's not even getting the job done against that. So I want to be very critical and hold that against him in this race, even though I do believe we have a very logical favorite in here with 3, is because of how the Churchill Downs track has been playing. 6 of the 9 winners going 6 furlongs have come by stalking, and we see that this 3 is going to stalk. And when you look 3 races back, 22 and 2/5 seconds, 46 seconds flat to the second call, was able to go from 6 up to first to win that race. When we go 1 race below that, you see on December 27th at Tampa Bay, 21 and 1/5, 45 and 2/5 to the second call, holds position first to second call, draws off to win that race. The next thing I want to touch on is when you look at his last race at Keeneland. There were 6 races sprinting on the dirt on that April 12th date. Every single one was won by the horse that was in first at the first call. No one was coming from off the pace, which is what we see he tried to do in here, and he just faded all the way throughout after the first call, but held, I guess you could say somewhat of those beaten lengths, never a full length off the lead after that first call. So he's got a serious excuse coming in here today, with that track being very favorable to speed and probably carrying speed in all reality, when every single horse that was in first ended up winning that race. Gets to Churchill, that's been a presser's place to be. Going to get some pace that he's been able to win against before, as we see back at Tampa Bay. The thing is, I'm going to have the 3 over the 8 solely for that fact. Yes, I think the 8 is more than capable of taking this race gate to wire, but again, the track has been playing more favorable to off the pace moves, and that's why I'm going to end up saying that this 3 is a pretty logical and I think legit favorite in this spot. So what I would do, you see 5-2 on the morning line, see what he opens up at. If he takes more money later on in the betting, I think we all know that means that the computers are backing him, and he's probably a pretty legit favorite if they're, sending in money on him, driving the price down even more. So I'll take the 3 on top in here, and then I'll have some backup tickets with that 8, looking for a price in the horizontal plays. But I think we're looking at a pretty straightforward and pretty logical race between the 3 and the 8 here. Go to the pinned comment and sign up to my Substack and get a free ebook to help your handicapping and betting.